The soil analysis, the recommendation from David McKenzie was that we deep rip the whole project with a large bulldozer, which we did, and then we got in a machine that built the mounds. It had a GPS on it, so it put the rows exactly 7 metres apart, which we were advised to do to enable mechanical harvesting. So we mounded up, and then we made several passes with a grader to shape the mounds. Now, mounding is very important because citrus don't like to be waterlogged, and you know, in certain areas here water will lie, not on this particular block because it's quite well sloped, but if the water is allowed to lie, you'll run into fungal diseases like Phytophthora. So it's best to get this mounding up. They grow a lot better with mounding. The other thing, of course, is you're getting all the topsoil from the whole area here, and you're putting all the topsoil up on that mound, and so the mound is theoretically the best topsoil, and that's going to enable them to grow a lot quicker. And after the mounding's been done, you've got your trees pretty well ready to go in that year. You'll put out the irrigation system. So important to have the irrigation system in and tested and running before you plant any trees. I've seen a couple of instances where people have started planting trees and hoping they'd finish their irrigation system, and it's an absolute nightmare because these trees, as soon as they go in, are going to need water that day because they've undergone a big stress by being planted out. So make sure you get the irrigation in before you plant the tree. Ideally, you'll have these trees will be in a nursery for their first 2 years, and you'll be planting in spring. It's better to plant in spring than autumn, because autumn you're running straight into a frost, and that's another stress thing. So nicer to plant in spring. You can do it in early autumn, but supposing you do plant in spring, then the following spring they'll start flowering and they'll want to have a crop, and usually you'll be advised to take the crop off because it's going to hold the tree back, and you're better to get the tree to grow quicker. So the first year probably take the fruit off, and then you'll probably want to look at maybe the next year harvesting, or you'll have to assess that. But you know, production happened very quickly. I mean, these trees have been in for 5 years here, and we're looking at over 20 tonnes a hectare, and our target is sort of 55 tonnes to the hectare when they're fully mature. So it's pretty quick. This method of growing produces very rapid growth in the trees. Put the young trees out, they have a guard. This one's a plastic one.